Without further ado, Amy Crider, Assistant Director for Leisure Sales, Roy Benitas, Leisure Sales Manager for the absolutely unparalleled Stein Collection in Deer Valley, Utah, in basically adjacent to or within, correct me if I'm wrong, in how I'm positioning that, one of the greatest ski towns or ski areas on the planet, Park City, Utah, which is absolutely just sensational. And I love and it's Stein, Stein Collection.com. Welcome to Stein Collection. For those who seek the best, there's only Stein. And I also, in doing a little research, I see that, or additional research, I should say, after trading emails with Jeannie yesterday, you are featured in a little celebrity news, fun to open with. You are Stein Eriksen Lodge, which is one of the greatest lodges or resorts, if you will, in North America, if not the planet, is being featured in an upcoming Lindsay Lohan Netflix movie for the holidays.
Yes, I believe so.
Amazing, and what a choice to choose. And so, again, thank you both so much for taking the time. It's a pleasure to speak with you. We absolutely love working with you. And to restate what I just said, I mean, Stein Collection, and I'll allow you to elaborate on what the collection is, consisting of the residences, Stein Eriksen Lodge, etc., but literally one of the most exceptional luxury experiences, again, in North America, if not on the planet.
Love that. Yes, very well done. We appreciate your passion for our resort as well. So the Eriksen Lodge in Deer Valley was the original. We're actually getting ready to celebrate our 40th anniversary this December. And throughout the years, we have actually expanded to a collection. We have a 4-star property across the street. We also have a residential component as well. And we have Stein Eriksen residences, and quite recently we have also private homes on the Valley Resort. They're all ski in, ski out.
In correlation with that, you've invested $35 million in the past 3 years, correct, at Stein Eriksen Lodge, and another $3 million invested at on the courtyard at the chateau, correct?
That is correct.
That's amazing. And what has it been like, I would imagine, this past winter, with respect to, obviously we had that unique period in time. That's what I refer to COVID as now. It's just a unique period of time. And then now post-COVID. But this past winter was such an exceptional winter, right? I mean, coming out of it. And then let's talk a little bit about what it was like there, and then also how this summer has been, because as you know, many people tend to think that when it comes to, say, a Park City or, you know, an Aspen or et cetera, that, you know, the winter is the end all be all. That being said, as you learn when you live there, the summer can actually be just as, if not more magical, depending on your interest and whatnot. And so what has the summer been like? And then I would imagine, I mean, isn't it amazing? We're less than 100 days now to the start of the ski season in Park City. Ski and snowboard season, I should say, and this season is going to be even more exciting than it was last year, because people are going to continue to not only travel more, but especially the audience that is the Stein Collection audience, to seek the experiences more. And there are different ways that you can experience one of the greatest ski towns, ski areas on the planet, whether it is in the summer or the winter, and to do it right is doing it with the Stein Collection. And you can provide it in a way that very few can really, you know, they can set their sights on it, but to be able to provide it the way that you do, being what the Stein Collection is, what you're composed of, and you've been this way for years, I mean, from your management, including yourselves, but having that understanding, being able to adapt and adjust and watch what people are seeking and looking for, and again to provide that for them with respect to, and this continues to happen at an accelerated pace. Again, seeking an experience is different than, you know, let's take an incredibly luxurious trip for the winter or the summer to Park City, one of the greatest ski destinations on the planet, one of the coolest ski towns, in my opinion, that's ever existed. And then, it is. It's just, there are ski towns, and then there are just these iconic ski towns. Again, Park City, Aspen, etc. Park City being at the top of the list. And so then to dig deeper into, specifically what people do experience when they are at, depending on which capacity they are fortunate to experience the Stein Collection, whether it's at the lodge, etc., is the restaurants and the dining, the location. But let's talk about the restaurants are just absolutely amazing, right?
So with the lodge getting ready to celebrate our 40th anniversary, it's really important for us to highlight the Glitterton, which has been around since the lodge was open. Our executive chef has actually been here for over 25 of those years as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it kind of paints a picture of, you're receiving like his service, our service, and he has really put a lot of effort into his talents and sharing that with not just the lodge, but with the community as well. And one of the things that we're most famous for here, I would say, would be our skiers buffet, which takes place every day, but Sunday is really the highlight. And if you have or if you have not experienced this, it's something that you need to put on your calendar. It is truly one of a kind here in Utah. Another thing that I'd like to point out when we're talking about culinary experiences really is our pastries as well. Yes. We have also been known to have Utah's best pastry chefs as well. We've received many culinary pastry awards as well as awards for our wine collection too. Correct. Which is the most enhanced in the state of Utah.
The most enhanced in the state of Utah.
Which, if you're familiar with Utah, people think maybe you can't get a great drink here. It's very untrue. We have some of the best craft cocktails that you'll find, but our wine collection is worth, I believe it's nearing $3 million right now.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And we actually have an experience in our wine cellar for our guests too. And coming out of this unique time period that we've talked about, it's going to be open to the public again this year.
That is exceptional.
Yeah. And so along with the Glitterton and our wine cellar, we also have 4 additional concepts. So the Troll Hall and Lounge.
It's more casual.
Yes, more casual. We have added alpenglobes on our decks, which create private dining experiences. And it's like being in your own snow globe. That you can have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, après. You can rent it for the entire day. And then we also have First Tracks, which is our grab and go, which is great for skiing. When you're getting on the mountain in the morning, coming out in the afternoon, whether you're skiing or you're mountain biking. So if it's summer or winter experiences. And we also added the Champions Club, which is our kind of throwback arcade, which is family friendly, complimentary to all guests, and it's more of a pub style fare, nachos, pizzas, burgers, things like that. So plenty for everyone here.
And with respect to, so then you take that, and then you've been on the hill all day in Park City, one of the most magnificent ski resorts on the globe. And then you've dined your way through some of the most fantastic culinary delights at the Stein Collection. And then you get to your amazing room. And all of the rooms are privately owned, correct?
Correct.
Many with fireplaces, and I know many of them, our editors stayed there. Outdoor decks and then hot tubs on the decks often, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, the majority of our suites do have hot tubs on the decks. Some have multiple. Some of our guest rooms actually have hot tubs. So it's a unique combination of lodging.
Right, and they range from depending on what someone's looking for. They range from more of a standard hotel room or residence to 5-bedroom, mind-blowing suites. Correct?
Correct. And one of the things that we do like to highlight here when you mentioned fireplaces, and it also goes back to us celebrating our 40th anniversary, but one thing that we've been grandfathered in here to keep are wood-burning fireplaces. And there's something truly magical about walking outside, during once the weather starts to get a little bit cooler and crisp. So we're going to be smelling this really soon, but it's our wood-burning fireplaces that you'll see throughout the property. So as soon as you walk in to our arrivals lobby, to, just even the concierge areas, the restaurants, and even into your own suite. And there's something about wood-burning fireplaces, snowfall, and sitting in a hot tub. I don't know. You can't beat it.
And especially, again, when you're in one of the most special snow globe-like places on the planet in, Park City and Deer Valley, Utah. You just made me so incredibly homesick for the ski the ski lifestyle that you guys are living. No, it is when you've whether you've lived it, or for those that will be listening, are listening, and can't wait to get back to it again in less than 100 days. It's just so magical. It is. It just changes your life, and it continues to change your life. And it especially changes your life when you're doing it the right way, in the right place, such as with the Stein Collection. And, further, so then you've gotten, you get up then the next morning in your fantastic Stein room, whatever it might be, 5-bedroom suite or room, and then you have, along with the full concierge team consistently pampering you as you would like to be, then you have complimentary Park City shuttle service in your Lincoln Navigators, correct?
That is correct. So our Lincoln Navigators provide transportation throughout the town of Park City. Being that we are located on Mid-Mountain, it's, we want our guests to be able to experience not only Deer Valley Ski Resort, but also the town of Park City. You were talking about this being an iconic, kind of legendary experience. And Absolutely. It wouldn't be the same. I think that if you were just on the mountain the entire time, it wouldn't be able to experience Main Street. Or if there's snowboarders in the group, we welcome them too. And we'll kindly take them over to Park City Mountain Resort so that they're able to shred a little as well. And not only that, but we also have complimentary services with our navigators that if we do have them available and a guest would like to take one out and just kind of explore a little bit more of the area, that's available for them to use. Right now is probably one of the best times, probably crawling up in the next 2 to 3 weeks, just to be able to maybe take a half a day and go and see and explore all of the leaf changing throughout Deer Valley, Park City, maybe over up onto Guardsman's Pass, throw in some bikes. Take a bike ride too. Absolutely.
The bike riding, the hiking, and you're absolutely correct to thank you for touching upon that. The way that the foliage changes in a few of the ski towns is remarkable. It's like waking up to a different living, breathing painting every single day. The way it can change so quickly and so vibrantly and so spectacular. And it's such a gift after, a summer with the sky being so blue, the fun. It's, and then, this brief period of Mother Nature providing people with that tapestry just before, or leading into then winter as it begins. And let's touch upon that. Thank you for bringing that up with respect to what makes it even more unique about being mid-mountain. I mean, that's really special. And you are correct. Yes, you definitely want to go to Main Street. You want to be in town. That's part of the whole experience, absolutely. But being mid-mountain, that is really special. Let's discuss that a little bit more about how that experience is, well, again, that much more of an experience versus not being mid-mountain.
Yeah, I think, in the winter when we're ski out, or in the summer season when we're bike out, there's something about having that access to the mountain directly outside of your door. Our access to trails, whether it is on skis or whether it is on bikes, you're able to access beginner, intermediate, and expert terrain within seconds here. We can have ski instructors meet your guests or our guests directly on property. But here in Mid-Mountain, we also have a village too. So there's a little bit more of the experience and not just being a sole resort located in one area.
Right.
It's really important to recognize location. One of the elements that make us unique is actually where we are located. Only 5 minutes away from Park City downtown. Distance is really short with complementary services going up and down. But being the ski out, the real one, or bike in, bike out, just in the middle, go up or down, you have the opportunity to experience the whole mountain. So it is really fascinating to hear from guests staying with us. See, oh my goodness, the location of your resort is just perfect.
Right.
So we were lucky to build our resort here many years ago, but everything turned around, and we are the innovators, the first one. And I was listening all the amenities that you mentioned and the experiences that we can get staying with us. So Stein Collection basically is well known to introduce new things by the year and following up by our partners as well. So being the only resort that has the experience to have fireplaces with wood burning fireplaces or private hot tubs with amazing mount views. Of course, there is other things available, but those elements that make us unique, that's really important. So location, what you say, be just in the valley, in the middle of Silver Lake Village, it is amazing. So it's just access to everything.
It's unparalleled. Very well said. Thank you for that. And you're both very well spoken. I appreciate everything you've shared. And yeah, it's unparalleled. It changes the whole dynamic of these special moments that we seek to find consistently, but especially, and I think it's apt to focus on this now just a tad bit more, is now being September 2nd already, and thus for the sake of conversation, the epic winter 2022-23 season 2 months away. Really, there's no better time to be, whether someone has experienced it before or especially for those that have not, to be looking into the Stein Collection and determining when they will arrive, either during the holidays or any time during this season. It's going to be such a special season, and being mid-mountain, being in one of the greatest ski areas, if not ski towns, not only in the United States but on the planet, is just absolutely incredible. And the way you described it, you said you're very fortunate that think about it. Not only fortunate that Stein built and developed in the location it did, but then further created this work of art, 5-star majestic experience that you really can't. There's really nothing else in the United States or North America that compares to it.
It's really, I think that we have such a special special place here, and it touches upon all of the senses, smell, taste, feel, and it goes back to, it's the sense of place. It's the sense of the experience.
Touches upon all of the senses. I love that. Thank you for that. Amy Crider, Assistant Director for Leisure Sales with the Stein Collection. Roy Benitas, Leisure Sales Manager with the Stein Collection. Stein, Stein, collection.com for those who seek the best. There truly is only Stein. I included the truly is myself to your already magnificent tagline. I hope you don't mind. Is there anything that I didn't ask you that I should have, or anything we didn't touch upon during this, hopefully our first of many conversations?
I think the only thing that we didn't touch upon is probably, which is really important when you're thinking about ski resorts, is our access to and from the airport. Being that Salt Lake is really just a 45-minute drive, we have one of the best Department of Transportations in the country. Our roads are rarely closed. Planes are almost always here. It's when you're trying to seek an experience of one of these ski towns that's, in such a unique place. Sometimes location can be a little tricky, and we're, again, I think, fortunate to be where we are, and that it's an international airport. We service pretty much availability from around the globe, but that 45-minute drive to be up here, and if you're flying in from the East Coast, the fact that you can actually slap some skis on and be on the mountain same day, it's pretty unique.
No, thank you very, very much for bringing that up. Those are all really important points. And yes, whether you're coming from Los Angeles in Southern California or from the East Coast, you can be on the hill on the same day. And further, you're absolutely correct. It is very unique to be able to, and that 45-minute drive is a beautiful drive, by the way. And it is gorgeous. It really is. And so you're right. It often, if you are seeking one of the best ski town experiences, one of the best ski resort experiences, it can, getting to them can be a little bit of a trek. I mean, if you're having to fly to Denver and then get to anything in the surrounding areas, it can be a 2-3 hour drive. Telluride's like flying onto the side of an aircraft carrier. It truly is. But when you get, it is. It literally is.
It's a beautiful resort, but yes.
Yes, but so with Deer Valley and Park City, thank you for bringing that up again. It's such an important point. And the fact that you literally could wake up in Los Angeles at 7 a.m. and that afternoon be on the slopes, or as you said, from the East Coast as well. Very, very true. So thank you for including that as well. And on that note, I really appreciate your guys' time. We absolutely love working with you. We're humble and grateful to be working with you. I hope we can do this again soon if you are so inclined. And next time, of course, we have our audio now perfectly figured out with Roy's genius intuitiveness. Thank you for that. So thank you guys. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. We appreciate yours as well. And by all means, please come visit us.
I'm planning on it. And and very exciting. Jeannie and I we're going to have you on our upcoming winter issue of Elevated Snow magazine as well. And so I very well might be making a trip up. So it's been a little bit since I've been to Park City, but I need to get back.
Great. Well, you just let us know when you're coming.
I will. Thank you
very much. Really excited to share with you and your audience our collection and our signature. So we really appreciate that. And thank you.
Thank you very much, Roy. You guys have a great holiday weekend. The end of summer weekend already, but enjoy it to the fullest. And I look forward to speaking with you guys again soon. Take care.
Sounds great. Take care.
Bye-bye.